really great for immunity, actually. So we'll actually get started in a child's pose today. If you want to, depending on how your low back is feeling, either keeping the knees closed if you're feeling a little bit tender, and then laying your body over, or if you really want to get into the hips and release the low back, you can open up the knees and let the torso fall between the thighs. For those of you who I've just met or who I don't know, I'm Bryn. I'm subbing for Ida today for this all levels 60-minute class. And today, as you're sort of settling in, just want to share a few thoughts with you. There's sort of this, at least from what I've started noticing, there's like a little bit of a heightened level of tension in the air. And I think that comes and it goes throughout all of our lives, this sort of ebb and flow of stress and anxiety and peace and wellness. And, you know, stress is so beautiful because it can actually really trigger us into deeper action, though it can also build up and become sort of not as helpful in our bodies. And sometimes when we get so caught up in the moment, we start to lose sight of the fact that we will be exiting this period of stress. And while it's sometimes hard to see what that might be, we can begin to sort of open our vision internally to see that that place of peace and stillness and quiet actually is right inside of us. Yeah, it's always something that we can access, and sometimes it's easier to access than others, but when we step onto our mat, it's a beautiful opportunity to begin to tune in and begin to get to know this space a little bit better. As you have found your space of rest in this child's pose, you might notice any movement in the body has begun to settle. The cells of the body begin to sort of lay themselves down. You might notice the breath as it fills the body, the torso expanding against the thighs, the back of the heart opening between the rib cage, the crown of the head falling forward, forehead pressing into the earth. Beautiful child's pose. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. And letting it go through the mouth, softening the body. Do that again. Take a deep, deep breath in. How much air, how much breath can you invite into the system? And letting it go. Feeling your lips this time. Take a deep breath in, filling the low belly, mid belly, upper chest, crown of the head open. And as you exhale, softening the crown of the head, the chest, the mid belly, low belly begins to pull towards the spine. Continuing this deep breath, filling the entire body. And allowing each exhale to soften and bring you a little bit more closer to yourself and to the earth. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And we'll offer our guru mantra. If you know it, you're welcome to join. All of our teachers, past, present, future, humans, animals, plants, water, fire, space, air, earth. Om Agyana Timirandasya Jnanjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitamina Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Now allowing that breath to fill the body. Exhaling, letting go. And this breath will carry us through this practice. As we move through different shapes, different asanas, the same breath will carry us through. This time as you inhale, crawling the fingers just a little bit farther forward. Really opening up the armpits, allowing the elbows to lift off of the earth. To begin to tuck the chin towards the chest. And as if you were moving through a cat spine, Begin to tuck the tailbone under too. This drawing together of the chin and the tailbone begins to curl the spine forward as you shift the weight into the palms. You might find yourself towards the tabletop position. And as you find your shoulders over the elbows, you can begin to drop the belly down, opening up the chest as the heart pours forward, tailbone lifts, finding a cow pose. You can keep the eyes closed or open here, seeing what feels good to you, pausing in this cow pose, really dropping the belly down, and then shifting the hips side to side. Yeah, seeing if you can really spread the base of the pelvis, spreading the collarbone, really opening up. And finding yourself settling in the center in this cow pose, you begin to draw the chin back into the chest, tailbone curls into the chin, really reaching these 2 points together, and then pressing the hips back for your child's pose. Taking a deep breath in, letting it go, and then try that again. So really drawing the chin towards the chest to start, tailbone roots down, pulling towards the chin, so really compressing in the front body, shifting the weight into the palms, finding the shoulders over the wrist, and then dropping the belly down, heart pours forward, tailbone lifts, spreading the base of the pelvis and the collarbone. Take a deep breath in here, yummy, yummy spine. Exhaling, letting it go. Pulling the chin back into the chest, pulling the tailbone down, really closing the front body, pressing through the palms to shift the hips back. Child's pose. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And this time we'll do this once again. We'll stay in our tabletop. So drawing the chin in, finding that really nice curve through the back of the body. Tailbone pulls in, shifting into the palms. Shoulders find their way over the wrist, and then dropping the belly down, spreading the base of the pelvis, opening up through the heart. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out, pressing through the palms. This time as you inhale, curling the tailbone under, chin pulls into the chest. As you exhale, dropping the belly, opening up the chest, tailbone reaches away. We'll find a few cat-cows, finding the breath pattern that works for you. Sometimes I like to switch it up, inhaling for cat, exhaling for cow. You might find that works. You might find the opposite works better for you. Listening to what feels good. Now, as we allow the mind to be inside of the body, we can have a new experience. We can begin to let the outside external environment, the wildness, the stress, to sort of fade away for this moment as we truly experience our own bodies. Maybe closing the eyes and beginning to shift into any intuitive movement here. Rolling the shoulders, rolling the hips, maybe continuing that yummy cat-cow, seeing if you can really utilize the bones from the inside out as if they could massage the muscles. Letting the breath continue to wash through you. I am a big proponent or a big fan of using sound. You'll probably hear me humming and sighing a lot throughout class. I invite you to join me. It feels really nice. And letting out sound is a really great way to sort of naturally let go of stagnant energy in the body. Just like that. You'll find your way back to a neutral tabletop spine. You can press into the tops of the feet to really engage the low belly, pressing into the palms to allow the heart to float between the shoulder blades. Slight tuck in the chin, nice long neck. Take a deep breath in here. Deep breath out. As you inhale next, you'll bring the right heel to lift high. And as you notice, the hip might want to open up so the toes point out to the right. And see if you can really root the toes down towards the earth, even as they're off the ground. So the inner heel of the right leg will lift a little bit higher. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, drawing the knee towards the nose, chin and tailbone reach together, just like our cat. Inhale, heel reaches behind you. Exhale, knee pulls into the nose, really closing the front of the body. We'll do this 3 more times. Inhale, heel reaches. Exhale, knee to nose, pressing into the palms, protecting the shoulders. Inhale, heel reaches, lifting back. Maybe the gaze begins to lift. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time here. Inhale, heel lift. And as you exhale this time, toes plant behind you. You can shift the weight back by pressing into the palms to open up the back of that right leg. You can find a little movement back and forth here, or simply just press into that. You'll notice the right calf muscle begins to open. Your shoulders might feel a little bit tender, and that is okay. We're building some strength and some heat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, pressing a little deeper. One more breath. And exhaling fully. This time shifting back into the palms. And you'll sweep that right foot over the left, kind of hop it over. So it's in the back left corner of the mat. And then you can go ahead and lean towards shifting the weight so that you can look over your left shoulder over to the right toes. Yeah, there's a few ways that you can do this. Some people like to really keep the hips square to open up the right rib cage, or you can drop that right hip down and you'll start to open up that left hip a little bit. Yeah, again, seeing what feels good to you. Taking 3 breaths, inhale. Exhaling, reaching, enjoying, indulging in the sensations of the body. Deep inhale. Deep exhale, one more breath. And exhale, beginning to let that go. Right toes are gonna circle around all the way to 3 o'clock. You're gonna plant that foot, turn around so you can see. You're gonna plant that foot at 3 o'clock on your little yogi clock here. And plant the right palm right underneath the face. Inhale to lift that left arm high, opening them to twist. And as you exhale, you'll thread this left arm underneath the body. You can either lay the shoulder down here, or you can reach all the way for that right ankle and then lay down the body. Nice sort of variation on threading the needle. Content the right fingertips and begin to press into the right fingertips as you roll into that left shoulder. Another couple of variations here. You might want to play with the pelvis, that same sort of cat-cow idea with the pelvis, how we tilt this pelvis forward and back. You might notice you'll access different muscles in the hamstring or in the spine. I'm feeling something that might feel new, indulging in what feels good. We're having a yummy practice again, Tasha. Yeah, it's kind of been my MO recently. What feels good? And how can I get outside of the wildness of the external world and come into this beautiful space within? Now we'll take 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, letting something go. Deep breath in. Exhale, softening the spine a little bit more. 1 more breath here. This time, as you exhale, right palm can come back towards the body. You can place the palm down. Inhale to lift that left arm high once again. And as you exhale, swimming it forward, reaching, reaching, reaching. You're going to get back on the mat. This time, we'll inhale to lift this right leg high for just a moment. Yeah, nice outer hip strength. Might be shaking, I already am. Can then from here, rotate this leg and just give it a nice step forward right outside of that right palm. From here, tenting the fingertips and shifting the hips forward, lifting the heart for a nice early lizard, shifting the hips side to side, taking a deep breath in. Exhaling. Yeah, taking a deep inhale. Exhale, letting it go. 1 more breath. As you exhale, planting your palms, tucking the back toes under, lifting that left knee, and stepping back all the way, finding a downward facing dog. Maybe first down dog of the day, maybe not. But just seeing how you feel here. Walking the feet side to side, the legs may feel quite different. Really getting a little bit gooey here. Yeah, bending the elbows, shifting the weight side to side. Think of this as like dramatic yogi. Yeah, just really want to feel good. You can really indulge in the sensations of the body while we are in our practice, really allowing us to go to those places that maybe aren't getting very much attention when we're distracted by the outside world. Eventually you'll find yourself In a neutral down dog, slight bend in the knees, pressing through the palms, shoulder blades dropping down the rib cage. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hips lift a little higher. Deep breath in. And exhale fully. As you're ready, you'll begin to pull the chin into the chest, and once again, pulling the tailbone towards the chin, moving through this cat spine. You'll roll the body forward all the way to plank. The shoulders right over the wrists, and from here, just dropping the knees down and sort of adjusting yourself so that you're back in your tabletop position. Yeah, shoulders right over the wrists, pressing into the tops of the feet. You can almost lift the knees off of the ground. Nice engagement in the low belly. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, letting it go. And this time, you'll inhale to lift the left leg high. And noticing if you open up that hip so that the toes point towards the wall, seeing if you can roll that hip down. The left inner heel is reaching high, pinky toe edge reaching for the earth. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, pulling the knee toward the nose, pressing, condensing the front of the body. Inhale, heel lift high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, heel lift. Maybe gaze begins to lift, pressing through the palms. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, heel lift. And exhale, knee to nose. One more time, extending that left leg long. Deep breath in. And exhale, planting the toes and just shifting the weight back in front, perhaps finding that nice openness in the back of the left leg. It's also a really nice time to check in with the strength of your hands. Yeah, really pressing into the hands to allow for that opening in the back of the leg. Really kind of sweet chain of events in the body. Taking a deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more breath here. And exhale, shifting the weight back into the palms, lifting up that left leg and hopping it over the right to the back right corner, and then looking over the right shoulder to the left toes and checking out how you want to experience this shape. Yeah, maybe you are opening up the left side of the rib cage. Maybe you're dropping into the hip so that you can get into that outer right hip as well. Taking 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, letting it go. Deep breath in. Exhaling. One more breath. And exhale, letting it go. Inhale to begin sweeping this leg all the way out. Oops, this time all the way to 9 o'clock on your the mat clock here. Planting all edges of that left foot. Left palm comes right under the face. And inhale the right arm high, open twist. And exhale to thread that right arm under the body, laying the shoulder down here, or perhaps reaching all the way through, laying the body down. You can tap the fingertips of the left hand, press into the palm. You inhale to open the body, maybe playing with the pelvis, seeing what feels good to you. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Beautiful, deepest breath in. Exhale, letting go. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, planting that left palm back closer to the face as you inhale, right arm reaches high. And exhale, planting that right palm down. You can inhale to lift that left leg high, really engaging the outer left hip. And then swing that leg all the way on around, planting it outside of the left palm. Plant the fingertips and slide the heart and the hips forward. This nice, yummy lizard, shifting the hips side to side, really opening up the front of the right hip. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhaling. 1 more breath. Exhale, letting go, planting the palms, tucking the right toes, lifting the knee, taking a deep breath in. And exhale, stepping back, finding your downward dog. Finding a little bit of play here once again. Let's feel good in your body. Yeah, you might feel some crunchiness, some different sensations. I'm just saying if you can be with that. Yeah, no need to run away from it. with your body. Taking a couple of breaths here. Eventually finding a neutral down dog and really plugging the palms into the mat, shoulder blades dropping down the rib cage, hips lift nice and high. And then go ahead and knit the lower ribs together too to protect the spine. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale, letting it go. And draw the chin into the chest. Begin drawing the pelvis and the tailbone towards the chin, rolling through the spine, nice dome spine, finding your plank once again. This time we'll do this a little bit differently, so just taking a deep breath in here. And as you exhale this time, dropping the knees to the mat. And from here, shifting the weight forward just a little bit, keeping the toes and the knees tucked. And then you'll begin to lift into your cow spine. And then bend the elbows down, dropping the chest between the palms, pausing here, this knees, chest, chin. Yeah, so you could, if you wanted to, lift the body and just be on your palms and your toes. But we can press into the chest and the knees as well. Really opening up the base of the spine, letting the shoulders reach away from the ears, taking one breath in here. And as you exhale, just lowering the body down, sort of funny inchworm, so that you're laying face down. So press into the palms and begin to peel the spine up, moving towards a lazy up dog here. So you can let the legs be soft and just beginning to shift from palm to palm, really allowing the front of the body to begin to open. If you're feeling that the low back is really crunching, you can begin to engage the belly so that the back is a little bit safer. Yeah, or you can bend the elbows. Yeah, because we don't really want to force the back. We're just sort of opening up the front of the body. Taking one breath in here. And as you exhale, shifting the hips back, tucking the toes, lifting the hips up, finding your down dog. Just taking one breath in here. Letting it go. And begin walking the feet towards the top of the mat, one step at a time, shifting the weight from foot to foot, really pawing through space, pawing through the earth. And when I was in college, I studied dance, and one of my professors always called feet paws. And I love that, because if you really think about pawing through the earth, we can kind of carry that with us through practice. It really allows our feet to get a little bit more grounded, a little bit more gooey. And take a deep breath in here. And exhale, letting it go. Soft bend in the knees, allowing the body to really fall forward, maybe holding onto opposite elbows, shifting the weight front and back, side to side, releasing the spine. Just taking 2 or 3 more breaths here. I'm starting to sweat. I hope that you are too, or at least you're feeling a little bit warm. Now letting go of the elbows as you're ready, tucking the chin towards the tailbone once again. So we're really working with the spine today, pulling the chin towards the tailbone as you begin pressing through the feet, rolling up through the spine, pulling. So as far as you can, really condensing the front of the body. Eventually knees will extend, fronts of the hips will extend. Crown of the head will be the last to arrive. Shoulders can come up to the ears and then fall down the back of the body, palms face forward. Lifting up the toes, spread them as wide as you can and pressing them deep into the earth. Allowing for the eyes to close for a moment. Tuning into your space, yourself, your body. Maybe taking note of what drew you to this practice today. Maybe an intention for your practice or some sort of sensations that are coming up for you. Just taking a moment to listen to this beautiful space that you are in. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Let it out through the mouth. Inhale deeply through the nose, pressing into the earth. Let it out through the mouth. This time, inhale, sealing the lips. Exhaling through the nose, pulling the belly button toward the spine, letting the eyes come to open. As you inhale, arms will sweep high, lifting the gaze with the fingertips. Exhaling, folding forward, creasing at the hips, pouring the heart down to the earth. Inhale for a halfway lift, nice long spine. And exhale, planting the palms, right leg will step back, knee and toes come down to the mat. As you press into the earth, inhale, arms sweep high, lifting the gaze with the fingertips. And exhale, planting the palms, stepping yourself back, finding your down dog. Same movement through the cat spine as you inhale, chin and tail draw together, rolling into plank. Exhale, pausing here, deciding now if you're going to move through knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. We're staying in plank. We're not doing that yet, just deciding. And with whatever you decide to do, seeing if you can really pull the elbows into the rib cage. Yeah, we're gonna be really supported, nice and strong. So we'll take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, moving through however you'd like. Yeah, really conscious movement. Inhale to pour the heart forward to move through cobra or perhaps up dog, engaging the legs. And then exhale, hips reach back for your down dog. Take a deep breath in here. Letting it go. Inhale, right leg will lift high, inner heel lift high, square pelvis. Exhale, stepping between the palms, left knee and toes come down to the mat, pressing into the earth to allow the spine to sweep high, fingertips lift, eyes meet the fingers. Exhale, palms meet the mat, stepping forward, forward fold. As you inhale, arms will sweep high, lifting the torso. And exhale, palms to the heart. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, arms will sweep high. Exhale, folding forward, pouring the body forward, staying with it. Inhale, heart reaches forward, halfway lift. And exhale, planting the palms, left leg back, knee and toes come down. Pressing down to rise up, eyes lift. And exhaling, palms meet the earth, stepping back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, letting it go. And this time, chin and tailbone draw together. Inhale to roll the spine forward and finding yourself in plank. So again, as we find ourselves here, I love plank, even though it's hard. Yeah, it's really engaging the entire body. And we can decide now, how am I going to move forward? Yeah, doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just listening to what your body is asking for and what you're ready for. So taking a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, pulling the belly into the spine. Taking a deep breath in and lowering down however you choose. Elbows pull towards the rib cage. Inhale, heart reaches forward, cobra or up dog, anywhere along the way. And then exhaling to tuck the toes, shifting the hips back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, letting it go. Inhale, left heel reaches high, square pelvis. Exhale, stepping between the palms, right knee and toes come down to the mat. Pressing down to lift high, inhale. And exhale, planting the palms, stepping forward, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, palms meet at the heart. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Coming back to that space. Beautiful space within. I'm going to go through our sun cells just one more time. We don't need to build too much heat today. And then we'll go through a nice, yummy, long standing series. Yeah, it'll all feel good, I promise. Or it'll feel interesting at the very least. Yeah, as you inhale, arms will sweep high. And exhale, pouring the body forward, forward fold. Inhale for your halfway lift. And exhale, planting the palms, right leg steps back, knee and toes come on down. Inhale, arms sweep high, reaching through the space. And exhale, palms come back down to the mat, stepping back downward facing dog. You inhale, chin and tailbone reach together, rolling through your spine. Finding plank, pausing here. Exhale, belly button to spine. Deep breath in. And exhale, lowering yourself down. Beautiful. Inhale, heart reaches forward. And exhaling, hips back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here. Let it out through the mouth. Inhale, right heel reaches high. Exhale, stepping between the palms, left knee and toes, come on down. Inhale, reaching high, eyes lift with the fingers. And exhale, planting the palms, stepping forward, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep high, lifting the gaze. And exhale, folding right back down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, left foot back this time, knee and toes come down. Inhale, arms sweep high. And exhale, palms plant, stepping back, downward facing dog. Inhale to roll forward, pausing here, really carving through the space. And finding a deep breath in once again. And then exhaling to lower yourself down. Super aware, super conscious movement. Inhale, heart reaches forward. And exhaling, hips back down, dog. Inhaling. Let it out through the mouth. Inhale, left heel reaches high. And exhale, stepping between the palms, right knee and toes, come on down. Inhale, arms sweep high. And exhale, planting the palms, stepping forward, this time staying down in your forward fold. Finding that nice soft bend in the knees, soft belly, soft spine, nodding the head, yes, no, maybe. I always like to end on a yes. Now you can leave the palms down or maybe hold on to opposite elbows once again. This time it feels quite different. You've built up some heat. You've built up some awareness in the body. I'm just taking note of this. How do I feel in this moment? No wrong answer there. You can let go of the elbows as you're ready. And just shifting the weight into the toes, seeing how that feels. And then shifting the weight all the way into the heels, lifting up the toes, sending the hips down as far down as you can. Maybe they get in line with the knees. And from here, you're going to lift the torso, finding your chair pose. So we're not going to be here for too long, but I just want to talk about it for a moment. Yeah, sometimes we get instructed to tuck the pelvis under and it gets us into this funky shape. And sometimes we get instructed to stick our tail all the way out. Yeah, we're staying here, don't worry. We're really strong and that's the best. So what you want to find is somewhere in the middle, yeah? So you don't want the spine to really be arched in either direction. You want it to be super long and straight. So it's like that same tailbone that we were carving through space with earlier reaches through the crown of the head. Yeah, so long. It's like a nice, think of like a string, just like pulled taut. So nice. Arms are reaching high. Shoulder blades really pouring out, scooping together. One more breath, I know. As you exhale, folding forward. So strong. I like to remind myself of how strong I am, even if it feels really hard, knowing that things will pass. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, letting it go. Inhale for a halfway lift, spine reaches long. As you exhale, planting the palms, stepping or floating to the back of the mat, finding yourself in your plank or chaturanga. Take a deep breath in, lowering yourself through your vinyasa. Vinyasa is always optional. It's a great moment to get back in touch with your breath, build a little bit more heat. We're not going to be doing a lot of vinyasa today. In the summer, I tend to avoid it because I have a little bit too much heat in my body. We'll take a deep breath in here. Let it out through the mouth. Take a deep inhale. Letting it out through the mouth. This time, feeling the lift, inhale. And exhale through the nose. As you inhale, this time right heel will lift, by squaring the pelvis. Exhale, pulling the knee to the nose, really, the chin and tailbone reaching together, carve, carve, carve. And then gently stepping between the palms, finding this nice low lunge. Tenting the fingertips, inhale to reach the heart forward away from that left heel. Finding this nice long spine. You might notice that opening of the left hip already. Take a deep breath in. And exhaling, reaching a little farther. As you're ready, inhale to sweep both arms high. finding a high crescent lunge. In this shape even, we can begin to roll that left hip forward, almost like you're trying to hold something between your inner thighs. Fingertips reach high. And exhaling to sink a little bit deeper, soft shoulders. Taking one more deep breath in here. And as you exhale, you're going to twist to the right and bend that left knee so that you can kind of come a little bit deeper. And it's like you're pulling the inner thighs together as you twist to the right. Inhale, right arm will sweep down, extending back, finding your high lunge. And exhale, twisting to the right. Yeah, bending that left knee. We'll find this 2 more times. Nice strengthening for that right glute. Inhale, arms reach high, left knee extends. Exhale, bending the left knee, sweeping back, twisting. One more, inhale, arms reach high. And exhale, twisting, left knee bends. From here, as you inhale, left fingertips reach high, finding a nice back bend. You might extend that right knee a little bit if you're feeling a little bit burnt out there. We'll take 2 breaths here. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Really opening up the front of the left body. Exhale, reaching a little bit more. 1 more breath. Now as you exhale, both arms cartwheel down, framing that right foot. And you'll go ahead and shift the weight into the right foot, stepping the left foot about a foot, foot and a half in so that you can find your Parsvakonasana, head to knee pose. Yeah, as you find this shape, shifting the weight from side to side, as oftentimes we like to open up the hips to the left in this shape and seeing if we can begin to pull that left hip forward. Right hip pulls back. Once again, the inner thigh is really pulling together like you're trying to hold something between the legs. You can inhale to lift the heart forward perhaps. And exhale, dropping the chin to the chest and finding a sustainable shape for you here. Just be here for about 3 more breaths. This shape is really about compressing the front of the body. But if you're feeling like you just want a hamstring stretch, you can let the spine be long. Maybe challenge yourself to see if you could even touch your forehead to that right knee. No pressure. Yeah, this is for you and your practice. I'll take 1 more deep breath in here. And exhale, letting go. Soft bend in that right knee. And planting the palms. You can step that left foot all the way back to your lunge. Pouring the weight into that left palm this time. Inhale to lift the right arm high. Finding a twist. As you exhale, bringing the left shoulder towards the right knee. You can really find a twist from the base of the spine. Rather than opening out away from the body, pull together to this nice midline. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out, hips sink a little deeper. 1 more breath here. And exhale, letting it go. Arms are going to stay in the same place. All 10 toes are going to turn toward the right side of the mat. And this is our new shape. This is a nice opening of that right hip. So if you drop that right hip back, you'll begin to notice this outer edge of the right leg begins to feel some things. Yeah. And if you kind of play with that, you can even sort of imagine that you were going to stick out your tush, and that'll make it a little bit more intense. Just 2 more breaths here, making sure that left shoulder is really engaged as you inhale. Exhale, maybe hips sink a little deeper. 1 more breath. And exhale, letting it go. The right palm is going to come back towards the mat and shifting back towards that nice lunge shape as well. You can plant the left heel down this time. As you inhale, arms cartwheel high, finding your way to a warrior 2. Yeah, like I said, nice long juicy sequence. We're just here for it today. Yeah, getting into the hips. So if you find your warrior 2, really allowing the pelvis to be open. Yeah, as you reach that right inner thigh forward, fingertips reach out away, and then the shoulder blades are falling down the back of the body. This nice kind of tuck in this pelvis here is really just rooting through the tailbone. Yeah, you can inhale to reach the fingertips a little bit farther. Exhale to sink the hips a little bit deeper. 1 more breath here. Exhale, letting it go. You can inhale to reverse your warrior. Right fingertips reach out and up. Exhale to press through that right knee, finding your extended reverse triangle, reverse triangle. So in this shape, rooting through the back of the pelvis, pressing through the feet, really opening up through the right rib cage. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale. Exhaling fully. One more breath here. And as you exhale, right fingertips reach out and up, finding your way to a standing T. You can inhale and just keep breathing, but just heel toe the left foot in just a little bit here, nice shorter stand. And then begin to knock the hips to the left. So this left leg is turning in and this right leg is continuing to spiral out. Right fingertips reach, reach, reach as far forward as you can. And then eventually finding yourself in your triangle pose. So from here, that right inner thigh is really trying to open up and it allows the heart to begin to spiral up as well. Left fingertips reach away, chest and heart so open. Maybe the eyes reach high with the left fingertips. Just taking 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhaling. Deepest breath in. And exhaling, letting it go. Eyes turn towards the front right corner of the mat. And begin bending that right knee and shifting into that right foot. Maybe hopping that left foot forward a little bit, finding your way to your Ardha Chandrasana. If you have a prop, this might be a good place to use it. You're also welcome to keep the right fingertips on the ground if that feels good. No matter where you're at, seeing if you can really begin to open up the pelvis and engage this right leg as it presses into the earth to allow the spine and that left leg to float high. Just 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhaling, letting it go. Deep breath in, really reaching the crown of the head away from that left heel, super long. Exhale, belly pulls into the spine, opening up the pelvis. 1 more breath. And as you exhale, left palm comes down to the earth as you square the pelvis. You'll just step that left foot right behind the right so that the pinky toes maybe come to meet. So you're in a cross-legged forward fold. You can inhale for a little halfway lift. And as you exhale, falling forward with the spine, walking the fingertips over to the front right corner of the mat, and then shifting the weight into that left heel. Yeah, you can have a bend in the right leg. The right leg should be over the left. Nice straight left leg. And you're getting into that left IT band, this really beautiful fascia connection that a lot of us kind of struggle with. It's really tight, I know for me. As soon as you can let the spine go, you might rock a little bit, really getting into that any tension that's in the outer left hip. Taking a deep breath in, deep breath out. 1 more breath here. As you exhale, coming back to center, you can inhale for a halfway lift. And as you exhale, planting the palm, stepping the left foot back, stepping the right foot back, and finding your down dog. There's an opportunity to make it through a flow if you'd like. Being super aware along the way. You can also hang out in your down dog or take a moment in child's pose if that feels best. You take about 5 breaths wherever you're at. Yummy. Just taking a moment to check back into the body. How am I experiencing this moment? Making your way back into your down dog. If you're not already there, we'll go through the left side. So taking a deep breath in through your nose. Letting it out through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. This time feeling your lips. Inhale. Out through your nose. Inhale, left leg sweeps high, square hips. Exhale, pulling the chin and the tailbone together, knee to nose, pull, pull, pull. And stepping that left foot between the palms. Pausing here, tenting the fingertips. Inhale to lift the heart away from that right heel. Nice long spine. Inhale. Exhale, pressing into the feet as you inhale, arms sweep high. And exhale, squaring the pelvis. So rolling that right hip forward. Take a deep breath in. And this time as you exhale, right knee bends, twisting to the left. Fingertips reach away. Yeah, just a little dip. So pulling the inner thighs together. Inhale, arms sweep high, right knee extends long. And exhale, twisting to the left. You can do a nice little circle with that left arm. Inhale, arms sweep high, right knee extends. Exhale, twisting to the left, really pulling the inner thighs together. One more. Inhale, arms sweep high. Then exhale, twisting to the left. This time as you inhale, right fingertips reach out and up. Let's take 2 breaths here. Exhale to reach, reach, reach. Really opening up the front of the right hip. Inhale. Exhaling fully. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, palms find the mat. Stepping forward with that right foot, just about a foot, foot and a half. And then finding this head to knee pose, pyramid pose, partial konasana, lots of names for it. Yeah, shifting front and back, kind of checking out what the pelvis is up to here.
And then finding a place in the middle. My headphones just went out, it seems, but can you still hear me? It's just a little different. Awesome. So we'll just do computer audio. Awesome. So as you find your head to knee pose here, seeing what you want to do, yeah? So if you're splaying the hips open to the right, you're going to feel a little bit different. But you can roll that right hip forward and then see if maybe you want to draw your forehead to the knee. Maybe you just want a nice long spine. It's your practice, so you're going to do whatever you want, really. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, letting it go. One more breath. And exhaling fully, planting the palms, bending that left knee gently, and stepping the right foot back, finding this lunge once again. You'll pour the weight into those left palm, and inhale to lift the left fingertips high. We'll find this twist once again, noticing if you have a tendency to sort of open up the chest, that's really beautiful as well. But see if you can challenge yourself. So bring that right shoulder to almost glue to the left knee so that you can pull the left hip back and twist from the base of the spine. Yeah, the heart lifts from here. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, letting it go. 1 more breath. And exhaling, arms are going to stay where they are. All 10 toes turn to the left, so that you're on the outer edge of the right foot and all 4 corners of this left foot. And then pulling this left hip back, you start to notice this outer left hip begins to talk back to you. I'm going to plug that right shoulder into the rib cage to protect all of the little ligaments in there. And we'll just take 3 breaths, yeah? Inhale, reaching and pressing away. And exhale, twisting a little bit deeper. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. 1 more breath. And exhale, left palm comes back down to the earth as you square the hips back to the front of the mat. And go ahead and plant that right heel down 90 degrees. Inhale to sweep arms high, finding your warrior 2. Yeah, if that left leg is burning, just give it a break. It's okay. Yeah, even if it's just for a second, it's amazing. The body recovers very quickly. So you find this shape. You might fall over, that's okay. Really opening up the pelvis, rooting down through the back of the tailbone. Fingertips reach away. Inner left thigh is really reaching. It's like yearning for the front of the room. So beautiful. Take a deep breath in, fingertips reach. Exhale, hips sink a little bit deeper. Left knee reaches out for the left pinky toe. 1 more breath in. And exhale, letting it go. Inhale to reverse the warrior. Left fingertips reach out and up. And exhale, pressing into that left knee, reverse triangle. Really extending the left side body. Reach, reach, reach. Rooting through the base of the tailbone. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. 1 more breath here. And exhaling fully, reaching out and away with your inhale, coming back towards standing vertical spine. And then heel toeing that right foot in just a little bit, maybe stepping that left foot in depending on your space. Shifting the hips to the back of the mat first. Just kind of a funny motion, but it's really great. So this right leg is turning in. This left leg is really spiraling out. Again, it's like yearning for the front of the room. Left fingertips reach, reach, reach. Finding so much space in both side bodies. And then eventually left palm comes down, maybe to the shin, ankle, mat, block, wherever you want to go. And inhale to roll the spine forward. and out and up. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. Exhaling to reach, making sure the shoulders are plugged into the back of the rib cage. Taking 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhaling. Deepest breath in. And exhaling, letting it go. Eyes come down to the front left corner of the mat this time. Shifting into that left foot. Seeing how you want to get there. Yeah, maybe you can just launch right up. That's totally great. Maybe you take a few steps. Test your balance. If you fall over, just my friendly reminder that the earth is not just so far away, so it's okay if you fall. Yeah, so thank you, earth, for catching me. Finding your variation. Maybe you're floating that left arm. Maybe you're keeping the fingertips on the ground on a block. Maybe you're shaking like me. That's also fabulous. Yeah, just taking 3 breaths here, really pressing through that right foot. Exhaling, reaching even farther. Left foot reaching into the earth, crown of the head reaching away. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, reach, reach, reach. Press, press, press. Inhale. And exhale, right palm sweeps down to the earth, squaring the hips, stepping that right foot behind the left pinky toes meet. Soft left knee this time. As you inhale, finding a halfway lift, and then exhale to walk the palms over to the front left corner of the mat, shifting the weight back into the right heel, and finding that outer hip stretch, that IT band, sort of fascial line that runs all the way around the outside of this beautiful right leg of ours. Yeah, this side might feel a little bit different. That's perfect. Taking deep breath in. Deep breath out. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, letting it go. 1 more breath here. And exhaling, planting that left foot back down, palms come back to center. Finding yourself, or stepping into the left foot so that feet can meet together. Yeah, heel toeing the feet to about hip widths apart, maybe a little bit wider. You can take a halfway lift here, and then have a nice bend on your knees. We're gonna find Padangusthasana. So nice super bend in the knees so that you can slide the palms underneath the feet. Yeah, this is a really nice restorative shape. I'm feeling a little bit tired after all of that juiciness. That's so good. And inhale to lift the heart, arms extend, and then begin folding yourself forward, bending the elbows out to the side. And you can keep that bend in the knees. Maybe you're ready to extend the knees. I am not personally, but that's okay. We listen to our bodies every day. They feel a little bit different. Yeah, really drawing the chin towards the chest, nice compression in the front body. We'll just take 2 to 3 more breaths here. Maybe letting out a little bit of sound. With a sigh, perhaps. Thank you, body, for doing all of this work for me and for carrying me through this life. From here, releasing the palms and heel toeing the feet a little bit wider so that they are towards the outside of the mat. You can have the heels a little bit in, so the toes are pointed out. And then begin dropping the hips down, finding our Malasana Yogi squat. It looks different for all of us. You have a block that you want to set underneath your hips. That is great. If you don't have that and you want to hang out up here, that's also great. Wherever you're at, enjoy it. Yeah, it's for you. So wherever you are at, I will say, see if you can pour the weight into the outer edges of the feet. So oftentimes we roll forward and it puts a little bit of pressure on our knees. So seeing if you can press into the outer edges of the feet, and you'll notice an engagement in the glutes and the outer legs. Yeah, so wherever you're at, you can even play with engaging and letting it go. And you'll notice it does something quite different for you. Yeah, this is a super active posture if you're pressing out. And finding the palms wherever you like, maybe they're in prayer at the heart. And I will be quiet for 3 breaths so that you can enjoy this posture. One more breath. Letting it go. And from here, just placing the palms behind you and shifting into your seat. You can extend the right leg in front of you and pull that left foot into the inner right thigh. You can shift the hips side to side, maybe removing any flesh from underneath you. You can inhale to reach the fingertips high. And as you exhale, you'll begin twisting to the right. So we're finding a twisted Janushirasana. You can inhale to reach the fingertips a little bit farther away. And as you exhale, begin reaching the left fingertips for the outer edge of that right foot. And then you can plant the fingertips of the right hand right next to the body. From here, I kind of like to use, even if you're on the calf, it's like these two palms, you really press into the earth to twist you a little deeper. It's almost like you're reaching that left side body for the right leg. Yeah, we'll just find 3 breaths here, taking a deep breath in. Deep breath out. 2 more breaths. Falling forward, twisting a little deeper, 1 more breath. And letting it go. Sweeping the arms high, reaching the arms high. And as you exhale, this time left palm plants behind the body. Right arm sweeps down, rolling over the left shin. Right fingertips reach for the back of the room, finding a nice back bend here. Take a deep breath in, pressing the hips high. You root through the base of the tailbone. You might find an even deeper opening in that left or the right hip. Depends on your body. Taking 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhaling fully, 1 more breath. And exhale, letting go left, or you'll sit yourself back down and just bringing the legs out in front of you. You can give them a nice shake. I always like to give my legs a shake. Most of you probably know that. And letting that go, just enjoying that. Shaking the body is so good for you. Can't express that enough, yeah? We'll find the other side. Bring the right sole of the foot to the inner left thigh. And just shifting the hips around, seeing sort of where you're at, really rooting down with the base of the pelvis. Arms sweep high as you inhale. And as you exhale, twisting to the left this time. Inhale, fingertips reach farther away. And then as you exhale, that right palm comes for the outer left leg, calf, maybe the outside of that left foot. And then the left fingertips will plant right outside of that left hip. And inhale to press into both palms, wherever they're at. Twist a little deeper. And then as you exhale, you can begin pouring the spine forward. Yeah, multi-purpose yoga poses, my favorite. Just a nice twist, forward fold, hamstring stretch. Might even get a stretch in that outer right hip. So good. Taking 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhaling. Deep breath in. And exhale, letting it go. Reaching the arms out and up, finding yourself back in your seat. And planting that right palm behind you this time. Left arm sweeps down, rolling over the right shin. Lifting the hips up, back, bend. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Press through the hips. Deepest breath in. And as you exhale, sitting the hips back down, bringing that right leg out in front of you. Just giving them a good shake 1 more time. Letting that go. Maybe give it a sigh. Yeah, feels good to move. You can shift the hips forward a little bit. I'm just pulling the knees into the chest. We'll begin rolling down through the spine. You can pull the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. And then letting the knees begin to open. Feet stay together. You can hold on to the feet. You can reach up and find them. And then see if you can begin to reach the crown of the head behind you and lay the spine down. We'll find this sort of variation on butterfly. You can shift the hips side to side. I've let this rock out a little bit. It feels really nice in the low spine and the hips. Taking a deep breath in. Deep breath out. 1 more deep breath in. And letting it go. Bringing the knees back together. Giving yourself 1 last big squeeze. And as you exhale, allowing the body to open and expand. And we'll find our Shavasana. Yeah, we were a little bit short on time, so we're skipping the supported bridge, but if that's something you're interested in, you're also welcome to go there. We're right at a 1 o'clock here for you guys, but if you want to hang in Shavasana with me for a few minutes, that is great. We just did a lot of work, so it's a good thing to just enjoy that. Yeah, Shavasana is such a beautiful posture. It allows us to really absorb all that we've done without having to do anything. Yeah, it's simply witnessing this beautiful wisdom that the body holds for us. So allowing the body to be held by the earth, no effort needed. Allowing the body to be a place for the air to rest, the breath to pass through you, and to simply be. Being inside of this beautiful, sweet space of the self. You can begin to deepen your breath, allowing for that beautiful prana, beautiful breath to flow back into the body. Noticing this beautiful open space that you've created within you. Drawing movement into the fingertips and the toes. Gently moving the wrists and the ankles, maybe into the elbows and the knees. Reaching the arms overhead. Feeling that sweet lusciousness of the spine, full body stretch. And making your way to one side. Pausing, letting the bones fall once again. And as you're ready, just pressing into the earth to gently bring yourself up to a closing seat. Eyes can stay soft or closed. And the palms can meet somewhere that feels good to you. Perhaps in prayer, perhaps in stacked on top of one another, perhaps in the lap. Just taking this moment to really honor this experience of ourselves within our bodies. And we saw this beautiful writing. It was an article I was reading, and the woman, it was a somatics article, and she said, "It's your body. Stay in it. Stay in it." And while we might become distracted by this outside world, the wildness and the stressors of everyday life, we always have access to this beautiful space that is you, your true self. We get to know this better each and every time we step on the mat, each and every time we choose to notice, choosing to listen to our deeper selves. Bowing the chin to the chest, honoring all that has come before us,
all of the unknown that is yet to come, and all that is with us in each and every moment. Thank you, yogis, for joining me today. Namaste.